And I just want to give some space so that we can interact. Sorry, seems my phone doesn't want to stay intact. There we go. So yeah, I just want to create some space so that maybe we can interact, get to know my audience a little bit. I try to do these once in a while, you know, because you never know if people have any questions, who you can meet. And yeah, I just want to create some space so that we can connect. I will be reading the chats live as well because we're here. And I will also be multitasking. So if I'm looking away, it's just because I'm looking at this. But as you see here, today, guys, I was working at the gym and I had an epiphany. And I just realized that, at the end of the day, all it is relationships and relationship building and, you know, who you know at the end of the day. It's not what you know necessarily, it's who you know. And a lot of the people that are successful, they just built relationships and connections, whether it's through their audience or through whoever they know or their business. They've created relationships that have lasted the test of time. And really, the point of this channel really was to create the same thing, similar things. Um, and I hope I don't stray from that anytime soon because community building, I believe, is extremely important. And the further away I go from community building, the less happy I actually believe I am, right? So I actually want to be able to connect with people on a more human level and not just um, give you free dopamine because I know everyone loves that free dopamine, but after a while, it doesn't feel good to constantly be, um, stimulated. At some point, we need to have like real conversations about like what the internet is doing to us as a society. As a society, really, the internet has made us fall in love with kind of this free dopamine and this free constant constant urge, to see who's liking your video, to see who's, you know, um, how many notifications you're getting, right? So I want to make sure that I stay on the path of, trying to create a community that is wholesome, trying to create a community that does have similar, likes and interests as I do. Um, it started really with me with uh, you know trying to achieve my goals. Obviously, if this is your first time on this channel, welcome. I am Loic, certified personal trainer, and I'm also training to play professional soccer in Europe. So please go ahead, subscribe to the channel, and also make sure that you not only subscribing to the channel, but you're also liking this video so that the algorithm can spread it around. Um, I'm giving you a chance as well. I'm one of the top certified trainers. I have a top certification in the United States right now, so I'm very proud of that fact. It took me a while to learn what I know right now, so I'm willing to give you guys some free information. Um, and yeah, let me actually go over my own scores. So this is called an in-body scan. As you can see, it has all my information there. I'll probably hide some personal information, but it says my age, height, gender, stuff like that. And really, what it is, it's called an in-body scan, and what it does is it gives you your body composition, intracellular water, extracellular water. And the difference between the two is really intracellular water is what is inside your cells, and extracellular water is what is obviously outside the cells. So, what happens is the cells don't just absorb water, right? They let the nutrients and the water pass through them. So, it tells you how much water is being stored in your body. some more in as you can see right here, gives you an in-body score. So it gives you some more information, some more data about your body. It has a weight. Currently, I am at 204, 205, and I'm trying to get down to maybe 195. Really, I feel is going to be a really good weight for me because I'm trying to be really agile on my feet and in order to do the things I need to do in soccer. It gives you skeletal muscle mass. That should be about 50% of your weight, your total weight. It gives you body fat mass, body fat percentage. And something that it actually really interestingly does is it gives you segmental. So as you can see here, it'll give you right arm, left arm. It'll give you a trunk. It'll give you right leg, left leg, and it'll actually divide it into how much weight and how much of a percentage these things are in your body. So I'm pretty evenly balanced. Right arm is slightly heavier than the left arm, which makes sense because I'm a righty. Trunk, pretty good as well. My right leg is slightly heavier or has a little bit more mass than the left leg by about a pound. I think that's interesting because I am a righty, so I'm right-footed, I should say, so I'm probably weighted more on the right side. That's interesting because I think I saw once that Cristiano Ronaldo actually has a heavier left foot than the right foot, so I don't know if I need to work more on that. Another thing that it gives you your visceral fat level. Visceral fat level. That essentially is the fat around your stomach. It's around kind of like the fat that covers your abs. And I'm at a level 5, which is actually pretty low. A level 10 is where we start kind of alarm bells start ringing. Also gives you metabolic basal metabolic rate, which is what you're burning when you're at rest. So I'm sitting at about 2,100 kilocalories, and I'm not really sure how to change that right now. I think more rest maybe that might help, but that's what it says right there. Body fat percentage as well. I'm currently sitting at about 12%. I would love to bring that. I think 12% is healthy, but I would love to bring that to maybe a 10% body fat. And that's really just through running and stuff like that should help with all that stuff. But yeah, I'm gonna open up the floor. I see people coming in and going out and stuff, so I'm gonna open up the floor and let anybody who has any questions. You have any questions? If you'd like to know how soccer goes and what it takes and stuff like that, or you have any questions about nutrition, I'm not a nutritionist per se, but I do have a scope of practice that I can kind of guide people in the right direction because I have done some education on that front. But I cannot go in depth and tell you what necessarily to eat. I could just tell you what to eat to perform or to lose weight, stuff like that. So I'm gonna open up the floor. If anybody has any questions, please, this is your chance. And what's up, Umar Khan? What's up, Maximilian Bayer? What's up, Lucky Star? Appreciate you guys for commenting and being here. $3,000. The love. Yes, guys. So if you have any questions, please make sure you leave them below. I will be reading the chats as I'm going. But right now, I'm just gonna be multitasking as well because I am managing few different. I did it upload as a short. I wanted to upload it as a video. All right, guys. That has been my